I got into Loyola! Yeah! College for me, like, before coming here was definitely a fright fest. People telling me, you know, college is gonna be like this, it's gonna be like that, you're gonna be bombarded with classes. I'm just like overwhelmed. I finally get here. It's great that Loyola is so welcoming because, you know, I had to ask a lot of questions. I had to figure out what is it that I can do, and there was a lot I could do. You use this equation anytime you want to find if an individual force is being applied to something, you only have the kinetic energy. You want to find the work for it, use this equation. Any questions?
I believe the world doesn't determine what you have to do. You determine what you want to do, so if you want to get into a good college, you're gonna have to work really hard for that.
My name is Davioin Hill. I'm 18 years old and I'm a freshman at Loyola University. So the classes I'm taking this semester are Intro to Engineering, 3D Art Design and Engineering, Physics Lab, Calc, and Effective Writing. Yeah, nah, it's still mechanical engineering. I have been thinking about computer engineering, but we'll just have to see. I've been thinking about like NASA recently, low key, not gonna lie, cause I was like, yo, it'd be cool if I just built like this drone on Mars or something, or I help, you know, craft the next rocket. Knowing that they have a program for first-gen students makes me feel even more welcome.
Loyola is a very welcoming and accepting community. As a first-gen student, there are a tremendous number of challenges that we face in college, but Loyola actually has a very strong support network for us. There's so many resources here at Loyola, and I want you to know that you're always going to be welcome.
I'm in a pretty involved major, being a mechanical engineer and whatnot, and I have a pretty heavy load. So how do you reckon I should like bounce back if I were to fail?
First and foremost, build a relationship with your professor. Right? Professors are phenomenal. They don't want you to fail your class. They want you to learn and understand the material, and especially engineering departments.
The academics here at Loyola are definitely challenging. So do you think I can make it? Do you think I can work towards getting my degree?
100%, beyond any shadow of doubt. Like, you can, beyond any reasonable measure of doubt, obtain your degree. I guarantee you, you will have a well-earned diploma that's very respectable, and you will have a community of support for the rest of your life.
I was stunned myself by like how much I could do here, because I'm not used to being able to do so much, like, or having many options as far as like this many clubs or going to the gym or eating at this many places whenever I can. Yeah. Coming to Loyola, this is my first time ever going to the gym of the fact, and about that experience, you know, me being confused and whatnot. So I walk up to the first person I see, my friend Kenny, and he offers me to follow him around the gym, and I start doing the workouts that he was doing. Yeah, the boxing community is, oh my gosh, like the club, it's seniors running it, and they all know what they're doing, and it's really cool watching them demonstrate how to like kick and how to do these different weaving maneuvers and 1-2s. The gym makes me more confident, and so does boxing, and when I do well on any assignment, that boosts my confidence too. It's just me doing well that piques my confidence.
He doesn't skip a day.
He does. No, he's crazy. He is the most determined man I've ever met. Like, I met him and he was like, John, I'm gonna get ripped in college. And I was like, okay. And he's like working at it.
He's
like,
already looking.
So what do you go, like every other day?
No, he's every day.
Every single day?
Every
Yeah.
day what?
They made me feel like I fit in. Initially when I got here, I was like, I'm the only guy that looks like, you know, I'm obviously the minority in the place, right? Like, you'll see 2 black guys out of every like 10 white person. So I'm like, you know, I felt left out.
Like, we do everything together, so like there's not much that we don't know that like goes on, you know. But if someone has a problem, you know, like Day will come up to one of us, or I'll go up to Day and be like, hey man, like what's up, like how we doing?
And he came up to all of us, like introduced himself, like brought us in, gave us a room tour. I was like, okay, yeah, I love this kid. I was like, yeah, I'm looking forward to the next year.
If it wasn't for the financial aid offers, me being here is very unlikely. You know, Loyola, for such a good school it is super expensive. So if Loyola wasn't going to work out, community college was probably going to have to be my best bet, which I'm super grateful for the financial aid for me being here.
A big part of me changed my mind as far as going to college was really just taking a step back and realizing that a lot of the things that, you know, I'm interested in didn't necessarily require college. And also in this day and age, also came to realize that college is not really as big as a requirement to be successful either. And I kind of, you know, I had the faith in myself. I trusted in myself to make the decision, you know, to kind of take a different route. And so far, I've definitely been enjoying it. I've been learning a lot, and I'm happy with my decision.
I think getting into college and going to a good school depends on what I do, because the decisions that I make follow me.
My name is Courtney Jacobs III. I'm 19 years old, and I'm currently attending Hartford Community College within the electrical apprenticeship. Well, my parents, they're very, very supportive of my decision. It was more so just explaining to them why, you know. They was on board from the jump. They just wanted to make sure my why was there. And once I gave them that why, it was, you know, we're behind you, you know.
Our requirements are 144 hours of schoolwork and then 8,000 hours. Their companies that they work for are in the program as well. So hours are recorded, time is recorded, and the pay. So to be in the apprenticeship program, you have to have a job, and we can provide these jobs.
As far as my weekly routine, it pretty much goes like this. Monday through Friday, I'm working from 6:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. And Mondays and Wednesdays, I have night classes from 6 to 9 p.m. When I'm working from 6:30 to 3, I'm usually, you know, I'm pretty much more so looked at as a helper. You know, I'm there to make sure everybody is good, you know, with materials. Everybody is, you know, if they need help with working on something, I'll be there. I'll be the helping hand for them as well. So I'm pretty much like that guy, you know, just making sure everybody is good and they have what they need. If they decide to give me a personal project to work on, then I'll work on that as well.
Courtney right now is learning as a first-year apprentice is the basic electrical theory. So he'll be learning about electrons, neutrons, articles, definitions, and big terms, material.
This is a 4-year program that I'm in. With each year, you know, you progress as an apprentice. I'm a first-year apprentice right now. I have 3 more years to go. So within my 4th year, I'll be a journeyman, certified journeyman, and you know, that's when the real work begins.
Basically, this is your support. Some of this stuff right here is code recommended like support. This will fail your whole application, your whole job if you don't have a support between boxes. Hey, Courtney, do you believe the apprenticeship program is what you expected?
Yes and no. You know, I expected a lot more, I guess, difficulty, more so getting into it. I kind of had a different expectation for the whole electrical trade. But, you know, as I got into it, I realized this is something that, you know, is kind of for me, you know. It's not as hard as it might seem, you know, like you said before, so.
How do you find the class? Do you find that it's helpful or difficult?
I definitely find the classes helpful. You know, you pretty much learning the technical part when you're in the class. So, it's definitely important to know. So Wayne, do you think I'm doing good in the class?
Man, I think you're doing excellent, man. I like the way you apply, and I also like the way you observe. Lately, you've been the only one asking a lot of technical questions. Then you also challenge me. You make me go to work. You make me look forward. You know what I mean? I like that, and I like seeing that inside you. I think that's good. Courtney's a great student. He's very quiet and very observant. I like Courtney because he asks a lot of tough questions. He makes me do my work. He makes me go into the code book and actually find out. I believe Courtney wants it. He wants to move on. He wants to be successful, and I'm here to help.
Choosing a career and making a life decision, I just wanted to, let people know that it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to not be sure about what you want to do because, at our young age, we feel that we have people depending on us. We have people, drilling stuff in our head that we might not fully agree with. So, when you come to a point in your life where you have to make a decision, I just want to let people know that it's okay to not be sure and it's okay to, not fully know. I believe I definitely made the right decision as far as, joining this program. I could say that I feel good, I feel like I'm definitely growing and, it's only up from here.
This is my room. This is my bed, the kitchen area. My mom gave me her coffee machine, her favorite coffee machine. This is the study area / desk.
I promised myself, me, Princaya Sanders, I promised myself that education is first. Always going to be first. It shall be first.
My name is Princaya Sanders. I'm 19 years old, and I attend University of Maryland Eastern Shore as a freshman at the moment. Now that I'm at college, it's better than what I expected it to be because, number one, I enjoy my classes. I have a lot of free time, and it's not the heavy workload that I was told it'd be. I had 3 classes on Monday. So I stay in here till like 9:30, go to class, I have a 10 o'clock. 11, I would come back here after getting some takeout. And I would stay here till like 2:30 where I have to go to my second class, biology. Then I go to psych, which is my last class for the day. I wouldn't say it's easy, but like it's better than what I thought it'd be because I thought it'd be like a stack of paper thrown in front of you. Do it by tomorrow. So the classes I have are ASL, American Sign Language, psychology, rehabilitation, English, biology, amongst others. So my favorite so far is psychology. I still want to do psychology, but I don't know what area yet. On one point, I want to be a psych professor. On the other hand, I want to be a psychiatrist. And on the other hand, I want to do psychology. So it's about picking whichever one. I feel like I would have a grasp on what I want to do by junior year.
I know Princaya because she's one of my residents. I think she's a very hardworking, determined young lady. I think from what I've noticed from her, and when anything is presented her way, she tries her best to figure it out.
I am really happy I chose UMES because, number one, I wanted to go to a HBCU. The sense of family and the friendships I made, you can't really make it anywhere else for me. In a person, that's my personal opinion, I'm sorry.
So everyone's always there to help you. Even if you don't know anyone, you ask a question, you ask for help, everyone's always willing to help you, no matter if they know you or not. Even when you have hard classworks, I think it's important to talk to your professors, talk to your department chairs, because here at the University of Maryland Shore, I really do feel like they try to make it feel as much as a family as they can. I don't think anyone has ever been like presented with a situation that they couldn't go to someone to help get fixed.
And all the things I've heard about being Black and going to an HBCU, it's like, now that I'm here, it's exactly what I thought it'd be, the family experience.
She's found family in the dorm that she lives in, and I see that with her group of friends, the connection that they have. They always are having game nights, they're watching movies in the lounge, they have their friends over. So I really feel like they have a sense of community, and they built a bond.
So when I got here, I just started talking to people, and then boom, I have friends. That's exactly how I went in high school. And at this moment, I have like two or three friends that I'm just always with.
So I hope for her to finish school and then continue in the profession that she loves.
So I'm already a family leader, so if I go home for vacations or whatever college may bring, I don't think there'll be much of a change in how I'm viewed or respected. I'm really used to holding everything together. Like, as I say, I'm the vibe of the family. I'm gonna be the first person in my family to graduate, also known as a first gen. I feel like I will be the person to bridge the gap between the worlds. It's like, everybody has a dream. It just depends on where you wanna go, how you wanna go about it. So I will be a first gen, so I'll be able to help the next generation of students in my family who wanna go to college. So you gotta stay here, you gotta watch me, you gotta come back to see.
It was my plan to go to BCCC, Baltimore City Community College. I don't know what it was that I just didn't like about it. I just didn't like it. One morning I woke up and I sat on the edge of my bed before I got dressed for school. And I was just like, bro, are you sure? And for me, it was very hard because, you know, my whole life I've been talking about going to college. Seeing that and having that realization, actually, I might have dropped a few tears, but I made the decision. I was like, yeah, I don't want to, not yet.
He doesn't know that he's getting this, but he actually won Scholar of the Year, Shakir Franklin.
I don't believe I control my own destiny, but I'm definitely the biggest influencer in my own destiny. My name is Shakir Franklin. I'm 19 years old, and I graduated high school in August. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. One of the very first things as a Muslim you have to learn, because you know you have to pray 5 times a day. It just talks about seeking favor from God, and just talks about the majesty of God, and just for God to allow us to keep on a straight path and everything as we go through trials and tribulations.
Now let's do a little bit of conversation. Kayfa halaka?
Alhamdulillah wa anta.
Okay, I asked him how was he. He said, I'm well and you. So I wound up in Vietnam in 1970. And I still kind of wasn't focused, but it was the reality. It was the reading and rereading the autobiography of Malcolm X.
Yes.
And to me, he had the correct assessment of the urban black male in terms of the negative influences that were in our environment.
Yeah.
Heather.
Yeah, Heather. Heather. I don't remember. Column. Yeah. I know that word.
I decided actually to become a Muslim when I was in Vietnam. Okay, so that kind of turned me around and made me face myself and decide who I was going to be.
Alhamdulillah, I just want to thank you for a little bit of teaching that you gave me today. I would really, really appreciate it to start studying with you.
And they say, fi khidmatika.
Ana
fi khidmatika.
Ana fi khidmatika.
I'm at your service.
Oh, alhamdulillah, that's good. After I decided that college wasn't for me yet, everyone was like, okay, cool, but you're not dropping. Oh, like a few weeks later, he called me, he was like, Shakir, guess what I just found out about? And I was like, okay, assalamu alaikum, what's up, Avi? And he was like, there's this program, and you can go study overseas. You can go there for a year, like a calendar year. You can study Arabic, and you could come back and you could like do this stuff. And you will also learn a whole bunch of stuff while you're there.
This is going to be a golden opportunity for you to go there and have a new experience.
Yes.
You know, to meet and learn different things in the Arabic language.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on that?
I like it, Abi. I like it a whole lot. It's really different. When I had left school, I wanted something different to really get away, to go really far. It's a beautiful opportunity, so I will definitely look more into that because it's heavy and I like it a whole lot.
I always say that may your accomplishments only be exceeded by your dreams.
That's what you wrote in my card.
That's the original card.
Which one do you remember?
Yeah, I read it at Bard in 10th grade. And then I read it again at Yo Baltimore when I went there.
Okay, so what stands out about it? What made it memorable? We all thought he was just destined to go to early college and keep moving. So somewhere along the way, he didn't tap in with us. He didn't check in. So I felt like, well, how do we drop the ball with this child that we have in our midst who's very talented, very intelligent. I've worked with hundreds of kids who have demonstrated a certain type of potential. If you don't have a lot of different influences converging upon them, because it's almost like we're at war. You know, something's trying to pull the kids away from whatever it is they're destined to do that will be great, but something is trying to pull them in another direction.
I love learning and definitely want to continue the legacy that my grandparents and my parents and everyone has started, and continue that and teach my kids and myself and my peers and everything that. So learning that is definitely going to be a good way to continue the legacy, because it's a beautiful legacy, and I feel a responsibility to continue that the best of my ability. I'm no longer scared. I'm ready to go. When I see an opportunity I want it, I'm gonna go at it, and I'm down to try. I'm down to try. I'm down to try because I see the success.
This community here is definitely a different environment. I do feel safer in the aspect that we're back home it's like an all-out war here. Like people don't really, you're not coming to college to fight or steal or shoot somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I feel safer in that aspect, you know what I'm saying? So I do feel safe being on here. And not just because it's an HBCU, but just because it's college. You know, I don't really think when you go to college, you're supposed to not feel safe. You know what I'm saying? So me personally, I would say I do feel safer being on this campus than being back at home. Well, you gotta be aware of Baltimore, because it's really dangerous. It's a dangerous city. It's top 5 dangerous city in the state. So you gotta be aware if you live in Baltimore. You know, anything can happen out there.
Me staying in school is gonna help me basically get beyond West Baltimore. It's gonna help me do my dreams.
So this is where I do my work at. I normally do all my essays and stuff right here. My dad's watch. I really miss my dad a lot, and he gave it to me before I came here, came to college. So I just feel like every time I go somewhere special, I always wear it. It's like a statement for me. I'm not gonna be distant from my dad because I have a college degree. I don't think anybody becomes distant from their family because of that. I think it's much more personal reasons. But nah, me and my dad, unbreakable. I don't think it'll ever be a disconnect, especially not about school, because he might not understand it, but that's what I'm here for. You know, it's what he doesn't understand, I'll be here to tell him. And that's how it's always been, so I don't think it's gonna be a disconnect just because I got a college degree. I'm a first-gen college student. To me, I guess it means a lot, but to me, it doesn't mean anything at the current moment because I didn't finish. Not finished, so it doesn't mean nothing to me. Because okay, I made it, but can I finish? I gotta finish it in order for it to mean something to me. The freedom. I can do whatever I want. And that's kind of what I like. That's really about it though. The work doesn't make it any better. It's more work than it is in high school. It's they give you all your responsibilities. You just gotta be able to do them. I take English, I take 2 bio classes, then I take psychology, and then I take world civilization. Well, I'm changing my major from sports management to journalism because I want to be a sports anchor. So in order for me to be a sports anchor, I have to have a journalism major. So I guess my career path now would be to be able to talk about sports and stuff on TV. If I come over here, I have my basketball stuff. I got my little poster right here. My aunt actually made this. This is my favorite one. No, I just didn't play this year. I'll play next year. I really didn't pay too much attention to basketball because I wanted to focus on school. Because I know that when I was in high school, I struggled a lot with trying to focus on both basketball and school. So I just wanted to focus on school this year. And that way, if I know I was able to maintain it, then next year I would go for basketball. I don't want to live in Baltimore. I can't see myself living in Baltimore because it's just like, I've been there for 19 years. Seen some things most people don't want to see. It's not been a good experience. So the first chance I get, I'm gone. And I'm not looking back. And my dad and everybody else know it. That's the motto. My dad don't want me to live, nobody wants me to live in Baltimore. Regardless of what career path I choose. They don't want me to live in Baltimore. I don't want myself to live in Baltimore. Is UMS my way out? I would oppose so. I would think so. It's like the door to my way out. UMS would be the door, and I gotta open it.